Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. In this video, we're doing 2 for Tuesday. What does that mean? That means you're going to get 2 videos that have something to do with each other. And today, we're going to be talking about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. So we're going to do ladies first. And what we're going to cover is what she thinks happened. So perception, what really happened, who will prevail with that information, and then, of course, our yellow brick road. So we're going to be right Welcome back, Tarot fam. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. In this video, we're going to do a little examination of the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni situation. If you've been under a rock, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni were working on a project together that Justin Baldoni had headed up. It ends with us. And basically, there are some accusations of inappropriate behavior, inappropriate treatment. Apparently, Ryan Reynolds blew up in a hotel room. There's all kinds of weird doctored text messages. It's gonna be a crazy mess after all of this Los Angeles fire stuff, because right now it seems like they're kind of standing down. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at her first, and we're going to bring up that card view. But before I do that, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I have seen an amazing subscriber bloom. I'd love to get more people in here, and your participation in helping spread the word gets more people here, adds to our community. We have a really amazing community in our lives. There's a lot of good chatter, a lot of good questions in the comments. We have a great membership as well. But for today, I just want you to sit back and relax and make sure that you subscribe and check out the lives that are coming up later this week. Let's bring up that card view. And we're just going to make it a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. So let's start with what she thinks happened. So everybody knows this saying, you know, there's 3 sides to a story: their side, this side, and the truth. So let's see what Blake thinks happened. What was the catalyst for all of this? And we are using the mystical medleys all week this week. So the mystical medleys has a couple of cards that are specific to this deck. This is the sad squirrel. And what I call this card is the toddler tantrum. So you ever go to the store and not buy your kid something that they really want, piece of candy, toy, something like that? In my son's case, it's usually, well, when he was little, it was Coca-Cola, which he was not allowed to have, but his father spoiled him with Coca-Cola, and so now he absolutely loves it. But nonetheless, I digress. So this is that toddler tantrum that you get, that embarrassing tantrum where, if you're lucky, some Italian nonna steps up and goes, "You better respect your mother." That was like the worst Italian accent ever. So I sounded kind of Jamaican. But if you're lucky, there's going to be some Italian nonna that comes up and puts your kid right. When it's in reverse, it is really applying that spoiled, tantrumy behavior after the fact to kind of correct some action. So what do we mean by this? We've got an anxious situation under the surface, but not tremendously disruptive. Now, I'm not discounting what happened if there was any impropriety. I want to make that clear. But what the cards are saying is that it wasn't that terrible of a situation. And in retrospect, it became grander. It became something that was kind of built up the longer it went on. So over here, she was over it and kind of walking away. until she looked back and said, you know what? Yeah, he was kind of a dick. And I think that I need to do something about it. I think there were people that had given her judgment and counsel and said, maybe we don't want to do this. And then she said, no, 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 I'm gonna make this happen. I want to be clear. I actually am a Blake Lively fan. I think her and Ryan Reynolds are adorable. I don't know what they're behind the closed doors of their lives, but I thought that they were very cute. I watched her make things on a cooking show and she was absolutely adorable. So I do think that there were some people that said, you know what, this isn't that big of a deal. Maybe, just kind of carry on. I know there were sequels that are involved with the book, and maybe that was part of the strategy here. But I think she wanted to continue with the project, but continue with the project more in the driver's seat. So just to be sure, Justin Baldoni worked very hard to get the rights to this story. I know a little bit to be dangerous. So that's what she think happened. She thinks that there was some impropriety, and then it kind of ballooned as time went on. So what really happened? What really happened between them? And we're going to look strictly at the cards. I am not going to give any psychic impressions on this one. I'm just going to read the cards for you guys. So what happened? Yeah, there was immaturity and familiarity that was not warranted. He did say some things that were inappropriate. Was that because of any kind of condition or disability? Yes, I do think that, and this is the happy squirrel with the sad squirrel in the last reading, but this is the happy squirrel. This is the opposite. This is like, kind of happy-go-lucky, not really thinking about it. We're just kidding. It's kind of like what dogs do after they have that play bow and they're like, nothing serious. We're just going to have a good time here. We're just going to have some fun. I do think that there was some conflict and some raised pulses about this situation. But then I think they went to their own corners, and he thought it was a done deal. I think he was under the impression that it was a done deal. Not real. And I think he did walk away saying, oh, she's kind of a bitch. Like, it's kind of off center. And I think that he did try to correct it with this Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. But I think what happened was it was like a bit too much after the fact. So kind of stumbled upon stumble. So did he make a stupid mistake and say something stupid? Yes, I do think he did. Was that magnified and blown up? Yeah, I think it was to a certain extent. I think it could have been dealt with in a more personal capacity, let's put it that way. Who will prevail in this situation? Justice in reverse. I don't think they're going to have the evidence to move forward with this situation. I think there's going to be conflicting evidence. What is the yellow brick road for Blake? This is for Blake. What is the yellow brick road advice that we can give her? Six of Swords. Go to smoother waters. Ooh. I will say this. I think the project has to be abandoned. We have Six of Cups. In order to save our skin, we probably should just say we're going to part ways as friends. The Lovers here, I usually get that as business contracts. This is a parting of the ways. We're going to part. We're going to be as kind and as generous as possible. Here, I do think that some of those text messages are going to show her as tricksy. Let's put it that way, just a little tricksy. Up here, she's going to have to be sweet to bring back the fondness for her personality and for her professionally. Going from conflict to smooth waters is the Six of Swords. We really need to do that. But I think she is going to say, I just couldn't prevail in this situation. And it's unfortunate that that's the way that this industry and the court systems are. I think we're going to hear that. So is that the best way to approach this? I don't know. I think criticizing the legal system, criticizing another person, saying there wasn't quite enough evidence to hang them up, I think that's a tricky path to trod upon. I think it's much safer if we just say we're parting as friends. We're just no longer going to work professionally together. But we'll have to see how this plays out. Again, this is my yellow brick road reading on it. This is what they should do. And I encourage you guys, let me know. There's really mixed feelings about this case. Like, very, very diverse feelings about this case. So I think it's going to be interesting. I don't know if it's going to be televised, if we're going to be able to see all of this happening. I am confident that the powers that be, TMZ, and all those people are going to let us know what's going on. So we'll have to pay attention to it. Is it going to be as big as Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? I don't know, but maybe, who knows? So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you like this video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Like, what's your opinion of Blake Lively? What do you think of Justin Baldoni? Have you seen the movie? I haven't even seen the movie. I have no interest in seeing it. It's my understanding that it was a DV kind of story, and they pulled that out of it. So it was more like just a love story. So I don't know if that kind of hits the mark, if that's what the writer intended. But let me know what you think. I'm curious. Like I said, I did scant research on this. I know just enough to be dangerous, and I really wanted to give a real solid energy read. So thanks so much for being here. I'll see you in the future.